Today is January 20th, 2026. About a year from now, hopefully, I'm going to be retired. In preparation for retirement, I had to get some buildings to put all my stuff. Eventually, we're going to build a house on this property. But before we do that, I have to have a place to put everything. And the first building that I had installed here was this one you see behind me. On the morning of October 16th, 2024, my new storage building arrived. But then I'm getting ahead of myself. This idea came to me when I visited Miller's storage buildings in Arthur, Illinois. Miller's is Amish-owned, and all the workers are Amish as well. I looked at the sample buildings on their property and decided to have them build me a 14 by 30 lofted storage building. I'm going to break down all the costs of this project at the end of the video in case you're interested. Before they delivered the new building, I cleared some trees and staked out the area where I wanted this to go. Miller's arranged for a rock pad foundation to be installed. This one is about 6 to 8 inches deep, and it's so well compacted that it feels like concrete. It took Miller's about 1 to 2 weeks to complete the building. Then they arranged to have it delivered. I was curious how one young man was going to take this off the truck and transport it perfectly centered on the rock pad. How is he going to get this massive building off the truck? This machine is what he's going to use. They call this the mule. You see these two sets of double wheels? They're going to be important later. The mule continues to pull the building off the truck, but not all the way. He stops short just before he gets to the end. Now this is where those double wheels come into play. The driver carefully positions one on each side. Here's what that looks like. Now, as he pulls the building, the remaining few feet come off the truck. The back end is supported by those wheels. Now the building is off the truck. You'll notice that the driver is now controlling the mule hands-free using a remote control.
That is crazy.
This turn is going to be interesting. I did have to clear a bunch of bushes and small trees in this area so he could make the turn. He inched the building closer and closer to the rock pad. He continues making adjustments until it's perfectly centered on the compressed rock pad. The door has a nice latch in case I want to keep it open without the wind slamming it shut. The electric service was installed by my friend Brian, and I guess you could say I was his apprentice. I was able to save a lot of money this way by buying all the parts and wire. The best part of this building is the loft. Now I have lots of room for storage, and I have no doubt that I can fill it up. In fact, here's a sneak peek into the future.
Estate sale magic, garage sale gold. The stories hidden in the wood that's old. Stained glass whispers in the morning sun. Fixing the broken is my kind of fun. Every scratch has a tale to tell. Every dent is a wishing well. Sanding down the years gone by, making dreams where junk would die. Treasure in the trash, oh, it calls my name. Junkyard jewels never look the same. Tables, windows, things they threw away, I bring them back to life today.
This ladder is really handy. It has hooks that slip into the track that runs along the loft, and it can be moved anywhere. Let me break down the costs of the building. The basic 14 by 30 lofted building with a 50-year warranty on the outside smart panel, $13,625. The rock pad foundation, $2,000. The heavy-duty reinforced floor, $315. The rubber LuxGuard floor cover, which makes this completely waterproof, $1,155. Overhead garage door, $785. White trim, $200. Loft ladder, $150. Metal weatherproof ramp, $625. All in, with the electrical included, $21,206.21. If you like this video, just wait until next time when I show you how I sold this old garage on Facebook and how I had my Amish friends at Miller's build me a second storage building and how they delivered it and installed it in 2 separate sections. I guarantee you won't want to miss it.